Go.
You know what, everybody? Diets do not work. There's studies that show it. This person here did a study. The only thing that had a teeny little bit of success was the Weight Watchers. And let me tell you why. Because they met every week, there was culpability. But here's what Weight Watchers didn't do. They didn't call you up and say, "Where were you, Ellen? You didn't show up." What they do the next week is you owe $26 instead of your usual $13. They didn't make you hand in your food log. There was nobody yelling, "Jesus saves," at Weight Watchers, and that's our key. But they had that weekly meeting, the accountability. And I know people in my old Weight Watchers group, if they weighed in on Wednesday, they would be in Friendly's Wednesday night, you know, because, hey, I don't have a whole week to weigh in. But also cost. So many of these cost $840 to $2,100 for 3 months, or about $50 a pound. Weight Watchers is one of the cheapest. That's like $170 for 3 months. Pray It Off is free, but it is priceless. And the reason it's free, Holy Family donates the place down here. Father Pryor lets us make the copies, and we do kill a few trees, but we recycle, right? I feel that God telling me to help other people means we do this for free. It doesn't mean that it's not valuable. As a matter of fact, I say to people, they go, "Ellen, I can't believe you're still going to do Pray It Off and you have a full-time job." I worked before, but I didn't have the man telling me to punch the clock. Now that I do, I say to Bob, I have to go to Pray It Off. I have to be here. Because as soon as you creep up the, "Oh, I'm on vacation," 1 or 2 pounds, you don't come in here, you go, "Oh, maybe I'll just have those French fries, or I'll have this, or I'll have that." And the next thing you know, 20 pounds, then 30 pounds. And you know what's interesting? People usually don't quit Pray It Off, and those that do, I never hear from again. They don't return my calls. I'll see them at the hair place, and I'll go, "Hey," and they'll be like running. And I remember I was in Walmart, and I had lost a lot of weight at Weight Watchers. I quit, unceremoniously just quit, because I knew it all. Started gaining it back. Didn't I see my old Weight Watchers leader over in lingerie? She was one of the nicest people you'd ever want to meet in your life. I loved her. I saw her and I ran. What? I was gonna be thinner, or I wasn't gonna be. What if I saw her? What difference would that have made? But that's what people do. They'll say, "I don't want to do it anymore," and I'll think, do what? Try to have a healthy lifestyle. Try to think 1 hour a week about what we're doing here. That is why this works, because even if you go berserk, you still come in once a week. And I never say, "You jerk, you gained 5 pounds. I say things like, "Get back in the saddle. Let's put our serious cap on. You can do it. Let's pray about it." Positive stuff. All right. Also, we need to pace ourselves. Some people are saying to me, "Ellen, I'm only supposed to lose 10 pounds in session 6. Well, what did we lose in session 5, everybody? Hello. Now, there are people who did lose that, but there's some who didn't. The log is critical. Critical. One person came in and their log was all wrinkled and messy because they stuffed it in their pocket on vacation, and I just said to myself, yes. Another person came in and their doctor said to him, "You lost 30 pounds. What, are you on a diet?" And she said, and my heart was brimming with love, she said, "Oh, no, I'm not on a diet." And he's like, "Well, how did you lose weight?" She goes, "Well, it's a change of lifestyle. I eat a little less and move a little more." And he goes, "But what diet? What diet are you on?" She goes, "Well, I'm really not on a diet because diets don't work." She's telling her doctor that diets don't work. And they don't. They don't. Also, be the turtle, not the hare. No one's got a gun to our head. No one's saying, "If you don't weigh 180 pounds by December 30th, the world's coming to an end." No one's saying that. No one's also saying you can never have an ice cream cone. The week we had off, I said to Bob, "You know, I haven't had an ice cream cone in a year, and I kind of want an ice cream cone." So you know what we did? We swam for an hour, and we had an ice cream cone for dinner. I'm telling you, that was one of the best ice cream cones. I went to bed that night and the vanilla was so creamy. And you know what? Not one bit of guilt. It was my dinner. And it reminds me of the person who had a piece of cherry pie for their dinner because they wanted cherry pie. Now, if you're having filet mignon and a baked potato and sour cream, and then you're having a side salad with Russian dressing and then an ice cream cone, talking a little bit of trouble there. Okay, and the support. You got a small group here. I'm telling you, when I go to church now, I go to 5 o'clock Mass, and I'm like, oh, there's Helen, there's Kathy, there's Phyllis, there's all. You know people. You care about them. You pray for them. I take everyone's pictures, and you know what I do? When I just put my hands and I say, please, God, please help them. Imagine the people at your table and pray for them. Say the pray it off prayer. Okay, Bobby.